Tribe. Tribe. Hey, tribe. Didn't they tell you that I was a savage? Fuck your white horse in the carriage. You're back. We're back with another video upload. Hey, listen, you're here with your Elder in Chief, Karima McGee, the Elder in Chief here on this channel. All things a hot wisdom all of the time, darling. So if you learn something today, if you get a light bulb moment, if it makes you think, if it makes you pick up the phone to call your girlfriend, bloop, hey girl, you need to know what I learned today. If it makes you want to find out a little bit more about hut wisdom, makes you want to go buy one of my books, please drop down in the comments below, because if you talk to me, guess what, darling? I talk back. Yes, hit the like button, subscribe, become a part of the tribe. It's a group of smart folks over here. Let's share. Let's create our community where we're learning and growing and evolving all the time. The person that you are destined to be, please understand you've always been that. And I want to prove it today in today's video. We're talking about an icon. All right? A Barbadian icon. Mother, as the young people call her. Okay? We're talking about an entrepreneur, a pop icon, Rihanna is a fashion icon. She is the moment, darling, even now, in the second stage of her life, because as I explained to you guys last time, your Elder in Chief Karima, I'm in the final stage of my womanhood, the last stage of my womanhood, as Elder Eden will call it. Because according to Hut Wisdom, there are 3 phases in a woman's life: the mating, the mother, and the grandmother. And I'm going to show you in today's video, using our icon, Queen Rihanna, using her to be, not to be a measuring tool, but to use her as a way so that you can identify where you are in your life and what stage of your life you're in. There was one of my videos that I did. Before we get into this video, let me just say that I did a video about Tamara Maui Housley, and I talked about her being the morning dove. Today we're going to talk about a woman who is half and half, one or the other. And that question was asked before. Well, Karima, can a woman possess, can she be the, can she be the roo and the morning dove? Can she be the morning dove and the roo? And the answer that Elder Eden has always given is yes. The whole point of that is so that you can identify where you are. All right. And that way you can refine yourself, because remember, Asanahood is a journey. All right. You are becoming. The 3 phases of womanhood is you becoming who you are destined to become. All right. So we're going to use Riri today to show you where she's at in her life, why music is no longer a priority. Part of it could be conspiracy, but leave it up to Hut Wisdom and Elder Eden. It's all natural. Where she's at right now is completely on par to the stage of life she's in. I want to share, before I share a video, I want to share a video, not a video, but a little, what do you call it, slideshow of her becoming. Now remember, the first stage of a woman's life is the maiden. And then, of course, you have the mother. And then you have the grandmother. People want to know why music is no longer a priority for Rihanna. Well, darling, she's a mother. Quite literally. Quite literally. Go ahead, watch this slideshow of her becoming the maiden and what that time period looks like. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like when she becomes the mother. Go ahead and watch this. Honey, a time was had. If ever Rihanna was to look back at her life, she would be like, listen, I had a time, all right? I showed you guys, and if you can't see it, I want you to go back and watch the photos again. There is a progression throughout the maiden years, okay? That is what we call today as girl, you ain't doing nothing but growing up, growing into yourself. That's how the old folks say it, right? But your maiden years can be missed because it happens so quickly. And so that's why in Hut Wisdom, when I wrote the book, The Return of the Divine Feminine, and I pointed out that these are the phases that you're going to be going through, is because I wanted women to zone in on those ages and live their freaking lives. I didn't want them to become 50 and be like, you know what? I never really had a time. I never really had a good time. When we look at Rihanna's flashback, when we go back to the beginning, because when we met her, she came to us as a young maiden. All right. And now we have her as a mother. So we've been able to see her on a global world stage make this transition, even the refinement happening through her maiden years. We can see it happening in real time, in real life, on stage, in performances. We start to see her body change. We start to hear her voice change. I heard her voice change about 4 years ago, and I picked up on it. I said, ooh, come on and tell me Rihanna moving into her mama phase. I knew it. I seen it. I see it in her body structure. And one more other thing I want to point out before I play this next video, and it's a key point to all of my listeners, those who are listening. Even your favorite YouTuber, even your favorite YouTuber, she is not who she used to be 5 years ago. Your favorite YouTuber. I came on this platform 3 years ago, and I'm completely different. I'm completely different than I was 3 years ago because now, honey, I am in, my bird has left the nest. Okay. And so, I am learning how to bake and cook and decorate and do all kinds of things I actually never really had an interest in holidays. But now I want to make sure the people around me are celebrated in new ways. I'm finding new ways to do that. All right. I was jumping out of airplanes and four-wheeling up the mountains through dirt and rain and all of that. All right. Now I'm on the ground for once in my life. And it's not like that life sat me down. One day I looked around and said, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. I'd much rather be planting my herbs and my flowers than to be four-wheeling through the mud and the rain. It happened to me and I had become it. Look at your favorite YouTubers and see in their body structures, their jawlines, their shoulders, its width, their hips. Look to see if they are becoming mother. Because the truth is, we are all aging at the moment. We can't get away from it. It's a beautiful thing to age. In fact, we should embrace it because now we have access to tools we didn't have access to. Now we have access to superpowers that we never even thought of. I now have access to an arsenal of superpowers that I didn't have access to 5 years ago. And one day we'll talk about that. But I want to get back into this Rihanna thing, okay? I'm going to play this next clip and I'm going to prove to you that a woman, according to Elder Eden, can share personality types. Yes, she can be the Rue while still being the Queen Monarch. Yes, she can be the Rue while being the Queen Monarch. Well, how, Karima? How does that happen? Well, one, because part of who I used to be faded away, just kind of sort of in the background so that I can become a mother. But at my core, I still love fashion. I still love shoes. I still love jewelry. I still love flashy things because that's what Elder Eden said the Queen Monarch was all about. But at the same time, I still love my children. My kids are my priority. My family's my priority. Anything other than that is second. I want to prove to you that our rock star, Our icon is in fact Queen Monarch and the Rue. Go ahead, play this, and you and I will be back to chat.
That's my baby daddy.
How do you think he's changed the fashion game?
I think he's always influenced the fashion game. He's always had a unique sense of style. He's never gotten the amount of credit that he deserves. And I'm proud to be here by his side. And it's a big deal. Big deal for us.
The kids, how are you guys spending the holidays?
Oh, we're going to spend the holidays together.
What about gifts? What are they getting for Christmas?
Oh my gosh. Leave it up to social media. There's so much stuff that they're like throwing on your suggested post.
What did you creatively for making music?
Oh, it's impacted it greatly. It's
Thank
a
you,
new
thank
priority.
you. She's got to go inside, guys.
You know,
Thank
my
you.
kids are my priority. Music comes second to that.
All right, you heard it here. She said, as she was ending, the guy had asked her about her music and a career and how did children impact her ability to create music or make music. And she said, it definitely impacted it. But my children are my priority. Music is second. When it comes to the Rue, her family is first. Okay? Her family is first. There's part new identity when she creates a family. That is now who she becomes. And the family doesn't just stop at the children for the Rue. And you can hear that when she talks about the one she created those children with. She jokingly said, my baby daddy, I'm here for him. And if you were not paying attention, there was purity, honesty, vulnerability when her voice cracked. Go back and watch that, the second to last part, where she's talking about him and how he doesn't get the credit for what he brings to fashion and what he does. She absolutely meant that. She absolutely meant, and she is so grateful that he's finally being acknowledged for something that she knew he already had. That is the Rue. The Rue will protect you even when you're wrong. The Rue will roll up to court with you even though you had a speeding ticket. The Rue would be by your side, ride or die. I know the young people, when I was growing up, we talked about it all the time, ride or die. I was never a ride or die chick. I'm sorry, I don't have that in me. Okay, I'm not going to jail for you. I'm not taking the stand for you. I'm not doing any of that, but that's just the way I'm wired. Plus I'm a Leo woman, so you know how that goes. But the Rue is so precious. If you want somebody who is loyal, if you want someone who had your back, someone who's not going to spill all your secrets, you go for the Rue. Rihanna possessed that. And you know that from her history. All right. The other part of that, of her personality, not just being the Rue, but being the Queen Monarch, this is part of her that stands out. It is bright. It doesn't mind being seen. It loves the camera. It's unapologetic. All right? She rightfully stands on her own, alone, if she needs to. All right? Whereas if she was all 100% Rue, all right, she wouldn't have the flexibility to be able to be Fenty Beauty and all the other things that she does. So that's why here in today's video, I'm showing the complexity of the woman. All right, so I'm going to close out this video, but I'm going to play a video before I close out the video. But I guess before I close out the video with the video, I want to say this to you. All that you are destined to become, you have been already. You choose. Elder Eden says you choose. Sometimes I go to sleep at night and I hear, Karima, you choose. Elder Eden says that regardless of what decision I make, both of them have their own sets of poison. But what does she mean by that when she said to choose your poison wisely, Karima? She basically was just saying that whatever decision you make is going to come with its own sets of challenges. It's not going to be easy. You might think that one choice is better than the other, But truly, when you really look at it, it comes with a different set of challenges. Both will have their challenges. Both will either cause you to regress or progress. You must decide. And sometimes we don't have enough information to decide that, right? We don't have all of the, but what ifs? Because if I know all of the outcomes, perhaps I won't make that decision. But life doesn't give it to us like that. So I'm going to take you back about 12, 13 years to Rihanna. Let you see a young Rihanna. All right? And then I want you to flash back on the mother that we see today. Please understand that this is natural, this is life, this is living, and this has been a video about Rihanna. Until next time, be well.
Right now?
I'm not dating at all. Like,
Now,
it's
is that hard? I would think that you would be intimidating to men. When you're the sexiest woman alive, men are going to be intimidated. How do guys, are they scared of you?
I would say at times, it can be intimidating. But then it's no good because I can't have a guy that is intimidated by me. So I like men who are more aggressive but mysterious. But I like a man to be very sure. I like them to be sure of themselves and know that you're the man, I'm the lady, and the only way for us to make this work is if we play our roles. You know.